the belief in one creator alone. Excuse me. The creator alone is that it brings about a certain type of certainty, um, firm understanding, where you feel that you are one within the understanding within yourself of the uniqueness of the creator. And when you feel that, what starts to happen is a lot of life stresses, a lot of life's problems, it is more easier to deal with. It's more peaceful to deal with. That is one of the benefits of believing in a unique creator who made everything, whom there's nothing compared to or like. For example, you hear often Muslims will say, Allahu Akbar. Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest of compared to what? Allahu Akbar means that Allah is greater than anything that you can imagine within your brain that happens in the heavens or the earth. So whatever you can imagine, whatever you see, the creator, the Lord and cherisher, or the caretaker of all things is more than that. When you arrive at that type of an understanding, you always have something, a strong, firm thing to rely on. You won't be trapped in the mental recesses of distress after distress after distress, topped by more stresses. So much so that some even go to the point of wanting suicide, committing suicide. So today's age teaches us that we don't need a creator. We are our own God. The problem is when we find ourselves in the pitfalls of negative thoughts, of problems and situations of life that just don't seem to go away. Well, then if you're your own God, then your own God is trapped. And we know by deep reflection and studying of the cosmos or the heavens and the adeptness of the heavens that there is an it, there is a creator, there is a cherisher, there's a sustainer, there's a Lord. So who provides for us. And the only time you see any type of wrong is when people have snatched and have become greedy, trying to hoard that to themselves. You see? And so that's where the transgressions in life come from. Greed, which translated can be overstepping the bounds. You see, everyone is to share what is here. It belongs exclusively to nobody. But people have made rules and people have made laws and people have made, all type of principles from their own minds. Not just from their own minds, but based on their desires of the me. I want it like this, and so therefore I have to trample you to take what you have or deny you what you suppose to rightfully get. And so they have set themselves up as gods. They have set themselves up as sovereigns or lords besides the Lord or sovereign who created all this for you and me. And so most of the problems in life today is due to the mentality of transgression, due to the mentality of overstepping the bounds that have been put. The boundary that have been violated that I'm referring to is The Creator's provided for everybody. But people hoard more than their share. And so because they are given to these excesses, this transgresses on somebody else's right. And then what happens? We see that now people become what some people want to call scandalous or suspicious or standoffish, and the greed spreads and the selfishness spread, and this exacerbates the problem and makes the problem even more. Because if you have a community full of people who are suspicious of each other, there's no trust. And if there's no trust, then you can't have really loyalty in the true sense. Everyone is waiting for the opportunity to backstab the other person, you know. So, and to take what is theirs and their other people's stuff too. Whether it be through denial or whether it be through accumulation of wealth or whatever it is that the people at that time are fighting over. So the whole point of me saying this is my video before was about the eternity of the Creator. And I'm not focused on a specific name. Just the Creator, the Lord, cherisher, sustainer, who created all things. Okay, now what your individual religion or spirituality may be, well, that's what you have chosen. Hopefully you chose it. Hopefully it wasn't just handed to you and you blindly followed it. Hopefully you reflected on the heavens and the earth to get to know and get close to your Creator. You know, many people say they believe, but they don't reflect on the one that they believe in. And when you reflect on the one you believe in, that is the time that you're getting close to the one that you believe in. You see? So, I just want to run that piece of information by you. What one benefit, I just mentioned one benefit, it is to believe in a unique Creator who made all things. And when I say Creator, I mean really, really focus on the in-depthness of space. Focus on the minuscule of the many of the stars there. Focus on the dark matter and the dark energy and the all of these things that coincide with each other and fluctuate, and then into the sky here, the blue sky, and how it's laid out, and then it rains, and then it goes into the earth, and when it goes into the earth, then fruits come up and vegetables, and then the animals eat and we eat, and then we eat the animals. I mean, all of these different things is computation in an organized fashion and manner. So you have to take time to reflect. The problem with people who believe in one Creator alone, they don't reflect. They don't glorify. That's a form of glorification. And the glorification is not because it needs it. The glorification is for you, so that you will feel close, so that you can feel that relationship, so that you could feel that comfort and that peace. It wants you to have that peace and that comfort as you go through these tests and trials in life. You see? But an empty mind of reflection is an empty heart of nearness of the Creator. Again, an empty mind of reflection is an empty heart of closeness to the Creator. And therefore, something will fill the heart and something will fill the mind. And it is this world's stresses and this world's problems, and you will become overcome and overwhelmed by them. And this is the ultimate truth. I swear it to you. Whether you front, whether you pretend it doesn't, whether you act like it doesn't matter, whether you're one of those that drink it away, whether you're one of those who smoke it away, whether you're one of those who just work it away, like you have jobs after jobs after jobs, whatever it is, something else you have put in your mind and your heart. And my dear brother and my dear sister in humanity, it is driving you crazy, whether it be subconsciously or consciously. You have to reflect over the wide expanse and the in-depthness of the earth and the in-depthness of the heavens in order to see the actions that your Creator does so that you will feel close to your Lord. And when you do that, you will arrive at certain key points. You know, when you study the in-depth space, you'll start to know that my Creator could not be a man. I mean, you will know it. It's not a doctrinal thing. It's not a creed thing. It's not a, you know, I was taught this thing. I was raised up this thing. No, all that goes out the window. You will know of a surety without any doubt that no man could have made this. No woman could have made this. No animal could have made this. No sun, no moon, no star could have made any of this. The in-depthness of the darknesses of what they want to call nowadays in term dark energy and dark matter, you will know that them things could not have made such a thing. And then what is behind that? Because that has to come from something. You see, when you arrive like that, you know for a fact it's not a man, it's not a woman, it's not even something that looks like a man or looks like a woman. It's not even close. Okay, we know men and we know women, and we know animals, we know birds, and we know, all type of animals you can think of, and everything in this little minuscule earth compared to the rest of the universe and galaxy. We know nothing like that made this, of a surety without any doubt. It don't even matter if a person came here who has some superhuman powers. It doesn't matter. You know that thing, that super, it could not have made all this, because it would not have went through all the trials it goes through. Because even superhumans, even prophets or miracle workers or messengers of God, whatever you want to call them, label them, to do miracles, even they go through stresses in life. So they're not above them either. With all that strength, they're not above it. So I want you to reflect on that. Take time to go out and sit for hours, and you ask the Creator. You don't just go do that. You have to get the key. You have to access. You have to open your heart, just like flowers open up their heart open up for the sun. Okay, and everything, when you open up, that's receiving. You see, sort of like when they say knock and you shall find, things like that. You have to open up. You have to humble. And you ask your Creator, say, Creator, please let me know who you are. Glory and praise belongs to you. Please show me who you are. Show me, your signs. Show me come near to me, in my mind, in my heart. I'm here, I'm reflecting on this beautiful thing you made. These are your actions that you're making in process. Show me you. You see? And your Creator will start to show you it, not him or her, but it through its actions in the heavens and the earth and things around you and within your own self. It's how closely it's computed and well put, and you'll know beyond a shadow of doubt eventually when you arrive at that state of mind and reflection. Finally, when the Creator opens that up for you, because it may not happen right away. May have to do it several times to show that you are constant and consistent and that you really want it. Why do you have to do that? Because your own body needs it. Your own mind needs it. Your own mind needs to know that you are consistent, that you really are yearning, that you really want it. Because when you really want it, then you're constantly after it. You see? Like they mentioned Abraham. He was constantly after his Lord. And he gained it. He got it. You see? So that's what you have to be. So glory and praise belongs to the Creator who made all things, who made our hearts to reflect, and our minds to think, and our eyes to see, and our hands lay hold with, and our nose to breathe, and our lungs to breathe, in order so that we may have oxygen and it may fluctuate, and we may have the life inside the body. I hope you have a good night, and I hope this benefits you in some type of way. And peace be with you. And on this channel of the Maroon Khalif, I say peace. Have a good night and good afternoon and good morning. Unlimited goodness. Peace and blessings.